So what we need to do is say, if we need more energy, where's it going to come from? Where do we get the energy from, guys? Tell me, put it in the chat box. Where does energy come from? I want to know where you think it comes from. Chat it in the chat box so I can see. Okay, comes from mindset, comes from the body, comes from my chest, comes from food. Comes from food. Okay, hold on a second. I'm seeing food. Hold on a second. Okay, let me have you consider something different. Don't get me wrong, food is a source of energy, but it's not the source of energy. Now, I'll prove it to you. How many of you can remember a time, a holiday, in America like Thanksgiving or Christmas around the world, wherever it is, a holiday, where you get together with your family, pre-COVID, right? And what do most people do? They have a big, giant meal. And what do you eat? You go, I'm just going to have vegetables because it's Thanksgiving. I want to give thanks to my body. No. What do? How much do you eat on those holidays? How much? A little or a lot? Come on, guys. Show me the hands. Which one? Show me the volume, right? Yes. Usually we eat so much. We're so stuffed at the end. What do you say? Oh, I'll never eat again. And someone goes, pumpkin pie? And you go, okay, right? But at the end of that, do you feel like going for a run? You playing football? Soccer, whatever, do you feel like? No, what do you feel like doing? Lying down and having a nap. So food is not the source. And then people tell me sleep. I saw several people say sleep. How many of you ever slept 8 hours and you're still freaking exhausted? Raise your hand if you've ever done this before. Say aye. How many of you had a day you had no sleep, like me, because I was reading all your stuff all last night till early this morning, and yet something happened and boom, you were awake all day full of energy. Something stimulated. How many have done that as well? Say aye. So guess what? We're about to do that now. So how do we find that energy? It's a habit. But it starts with the way you move, the way you breathe, the way you use your voice.
When you look at the accomplishments of accomplished people, and you say, boy, that must have been really hard. You know, when you look at something that looks hard, that was probably easy. And conversely, when you look at something that looks easy, that was probably hard. And so you're never going to know which is which until you actually go and do it. So just go and do it, try, learn from it. You'll fail at some things. That's a learning experience that you need so that you can take that on to the next experience. Don't let people who you may respect and who you believe know what they're talking about, don't let them tell you it can't be done. Because often they will tell you it can't be done. It's just because they don't have the courage to try it.
The bridge between reality and a dream is work. And I always, in moments of despair and doubt and dark days, focus on the work. I show up and I work and I work and I work. You'll never be the best looking, you'll never be the tallest, most talented, most capable, you'll never have the most money. There will always be someone who's better at whatever you're doing than you are. So you can always be the hardest working person in the world. And I think the hardest working person will always win.
Hard work pays. I put in a hell of a lot of work all throughout this build-up, and if I pumped out more content than anybody, more content than Fox, more content than ESPN, more content than BT Sport, more content than everybody on the mic live on my own channels. You know what I mean? I'm a workhorse from all angles, not just in the gym. But I'm building this media empire now myself, and we pumped out the content. I'm very proud of how it went. We consistently, daily movies I was releasing, you know, from like a month ago, every single day. You know what I mean? Nobody's doing that. So I'm very proud of it, and I'm very, like, the work pays, hard work pays.
I don't think there's any magic in being successful. And I'm not talking about making $1 million or $1 billion. I'm just talking about being successful. I don't think there's any magic. You got to work hard. Yeah. You got to respect the people around you, and you just got to go. I've never met a successful person that doesn't work hard.
Somewhere deep inside, you know what kind of person you were designed to be. If you want to produce great acorns, think like an oak, not like an acorn. Think like the person you intend to become. Like the Christian question, what would Jesus do? Ask yourself, how would the person I'd like to be? The acorn has 3 parts. It's got a stem, a cap, and a seed. And the stem represents its connection to the past. All the acorns, all the oaks that have ever existed in its line before are encoded in that transfer through that stem, the legacy into this acorn. The cap holds onto the seed until the seed's ready to grow on its own. So the cap represents your coaches, your mentors, your role models, your guides, your parents, your friends, your teachers. What kind of seed is in you? I believe part of our responsibility in life is to find out who we are, to discover ourselves. First off, we need to respect our nature. We need to realize we are part of a continuing chain that carries a legacy and a responsibility.
It's not the security that's robbing ambition, it's the illusion of security that robs ambition. So the biggest risk you can take in life is not taking it. If you're at that point where you're in the middle of your career and you lost your job, and you're just out of college and starting, or just out of high school, go talk to a senior citizen about what they really regret about their lives. And it's not what they failed at. They didn't try. It's the regrets of why didn't I.
You cannot let the fear of the opinion of others influence your decisions. Most people had not honored even half of their dreams at that stage, and they had to die knowing that it was due to choices they had made or not made, or due to fear of the opinion of others that they had done so. It is your life. Nobody else can tell you what's best for you, and only you will have to deal with the consequences. So make your own decisions.
In order to be successful at anything, it has to be what you truly love. Because if you don't love it and you ain't willing to die for it, don't do it, right? Sometimes you have to do these transitional jobs to get to where you have to go to. But it's okay. If you gotta sell bed sheets, sell these bed sheets. Do what you have to do. Do it with pride. But at the same time, do not let any job that you do kill your dream. Because the only thing that can make you feel alive is your dream.
Don't let anybody steer you away from where you want to be in life. Not your parents, not your teachers, not your guidance counselors. If you have a passion and you feel confident that you can do it, go after it. The hell with everybody else. This is your life. You have the tools and resources. When you wake up every day, you know that you're blessed. You've been given an opportunity that most people in life have not. You have the ability to live your dreams.
If you want to be great, not good, not also grand, not second, not third, if you want to be great, the very best at what you do, obsession is a necessity. Once you have that magnificent obsession, once you question impossible until you can, then when somebody like that tells you you can't do something, you have chosen the wrong one to tell something like that to. I will show you what I can do. I will show you, I will turn your I can't, I will never, I won't, it's impossible. I will turn it around and I will show you.
Because you know, as you're going through a difficult time right now, I promise you, I assure you, the clouds will lift. Right there is sunlight above the clouds. You're just looking at the clouds right now. And they will lift, and crisis has come to teach you the big lesson you're meant to learn to move to your next level in the next chapter of your greatest life. There is an invisible hand at play, whether you feel it or not. And maybe I am the servant of information to remind you in this moment right now, what you're experiencing doesn't feel good, but it is good. Please remember that you are built to shine. Great things are coming your way. You are not average. The darkness will pass. World class is coming, and you are meant to fly.
In life, you will run across disappointment. You sure will. You'll run across things that happen in your life that are so wrong. But have a little saying. In the end, everything will be okay. And if it's not okay, it's not the end.